time for to get it on down. Can I get down? Here comes the Mac, getting down. Here comes the Mac, getting down, boy. Get down. Can I get down? Get on down. Can I get down? Get down, boy. Like this.
Welcome to the Michael Jordan Film Room, aka the Kobe Bryant Film Room, and this is my watch party. So those who are new to this channel, I like to highlight the greatness of the history of the NBA. You know, going through these watch parties, breaking down film, and kind of showing you how they get the job done. These great legends in the game of basketball. So, you know, this is the for this video, this is the 1998 NBA Finals, Game 6. Of course, all of you who know the game of basketball, you know, and know history, know this is Michael Jordan's 6th ring on his second three-peat, right? Grab some chips, grab some dip, and without further ado, let's get into it.
Reported earlier in our pregame show, he did take an injection yesterday. Told me he hurt that back in Game 3 and Game 4, irritated a little bit more. Before the game today, he said he had everything he had done to it. He had electrical stimulation, then he iced it, had ultrasound, had a massage, and then did a lot of stretching and told me that he is a little bit ginger, but nothing could keep him out of a game like this. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Armand. One further Bulls note. I just spoke to Ron Harper. He is suffering the effects of the flu. He's very weak. He can't hold any food down. He will start. He will play. Just how...
Shout out to Ron Harper for playing anyways through the flu, man. So Pippen had a back injury. Harper had the flu. Come on.
How long and how effective he doesn't know. As for Howard Isley, I spoke to him. He's still suffering from vertigo. He's telling me before the game he's a little dizzy. He's a little disoriented. He is going to play. Coach Sloan is just going to keep his eye on him.
And vertigo is crazy, man. That really messes up your perception. You know, you're just kind of off kilter. Vertigo is tough to play through. Hell, it's tough to walk around with vertigo, let alone play with it.
If he cannot go, John Stockton will take his minutes. Finally, I spoke to Carl Malone. Carl Malone told me he's going to the basket early tonight. He's going to be very aggressive early in the game. He wants to get Longley and Rodman into foul trouble. Not many outside shots at all. And finally, what I'm saying, we're down 3-2. I know this sounds crazy. However, I like our position, and I'm confident we can win this series. But
Jim, thanks a lot. The officials are Dick Bavetta and Hugh Hollins, who worked Game 3, each of them in Chicago, and Danny Crawford, who worked Game 2 of the finals here at the Delta Center. The Bulls are just 4-4 on the road in the playoffs, and in fact have lost 4 of their last 5 road games against their toughest opponents, the Pacers and the Jazz. Jordan guarded by Russell. Hornacek will open on Pippen. He'll try and post Scotty on him.
So entry into the post.
Comes over on the double team.
Pippen with the advantage.
And they couldn't recover.
Don't.
Hornacek was left alone with him, and an easy 2 for Scotty.
That's going to be the strategy here early. Try to go at Hornacek with Pippen. Mike will do a lot of the ball handling in the first period.
Malone against Longley. Has to give it up, and Jordan is the only guy
First
there.
turnover from the mailman real quick.
Longley, who has contributed little offensively and has been abused defensively.
MJ at the elbow.
It's Jordan
Brick.
missing his first shot, and Russell takes the rebound. It looks like Scottie Pippen is laboring as he moves up and down the court. Ahmad told you he's suffering from a bad back. Malone.
Good shot.
17
And Karl Malone had that mid-range game, man.
As the whole Utah team shot better
One of the
than
most
50%.
dangerous players of all time from the mid-range.
Poked away. Malone chases it to the side. It'll belong to Chicago.
Bob, I think Scottie Pippen pulled his back out on that dunk shot on his first play when he went up for the rim and he pulled it down. I think he stretched up and he grimaced as he came down and he could barely run.
Harper guarded by Stockton.
Going right back to that advantage,
Pippen
right
against
in the post
Hornacek.
with Pitt.
Draws the double. Harper's the guy they'd like to
Good
move
shot,
along.
Kukoc.
Kukoc isn't.
Brick.
But this time he misfires. Hornacek
Oh,
lost it
man.
to Longley. Now
Clumsy.
Pippen has
Good
it.
pass.
Kukoc.
So Scotty's involved early, man, even with that hurt back.
Here and get them easy points,
You know.
especially Kukoc. Remember, he loves to get off early in quarters, and then he's alone the rest of the game.
Hornacek from
snuck in
Stockton
there.
ties the game at 4.
That was a great screen by Karl Malone. Hornacek set Michael Jordan up beautifully, and a great entry pass by Stockton.
So it looks like they're trying to go back to that mismatch. Kukoc with the rush shot, but it still goes in. And Tony could shoot this shot, man.
Pippen struggling. Kukoc was on fire, but got
Tony
only
had a
13
nice
shots.
jump shot.
That Kukoc has the size advantage and also the speed advantage over Adam Keefe, and he can take him inside. Also, he can stick the outside J.
Good
Malone got
pass.
inside of Longley
Easy
and took the
feed.
foul.
Good fundamental pass, right where the big man can get it.
Across the lane. And as he reaches up to dunk, he pulls his back out, and you see him grimace as he comes
Man.
up the floor. Let's keep our eye on Scottie Pippen tonight.
Let's check in with Ahmad.
Bob, Scottie Pippen's really having a bad problem. And trying to bring the ball down, you can notice Michael sending him down the floor so he can bring the ball up. Now, as we mentioned
The
earlier,
best thing
that
for
the
Pippen-
strategy was to go to Scottie in the post. If his
The best thing for Pippen to do is to keep playing. You know, if he sits down, that back might lock up.
back continues to bother him, they may have to change that strategy. Bob?
You can see him with his hands on his knees, bending over, trying to limber up, wincing quite a bit. Malone hits the first. Generally, he and the Jazz team have not gone to the free throw line in the finals as often as they did during the regular season and in the earlier playoff rounds. The Bulls have had a big edge at the free throw
This
line.
game is so iconic, man.
Jim Gray is listening to Jerry Sloan over on the sideline. He says Jerry is already complaining about illegal defense early in the game. Let's see if the next time down the floor, the referee's hearing once again. And that was something that was big in the United Center. He was able to get the referee's attention. I thought it helped his team.
So Mike trying to go to that mismatch with Hart.
Back in on Stockton, and the whistle
Trying to
goes
use that
against
size
Utah.
advantage.
It's Stockton's first.
See, what Chicago would try to do is put a lot of pressure inside on the post with Harper and
Yup.
Pippen posting up Stockton.
Trying to
and
get to that
Hornacek.
low post area, man, and tire him out.
Harper
Use that
really
size. Look at Stockton battling.
Now he's got it.
Stockton tough as hell, man. Giving up a lot of size.
Tried to bring it back out, and Keith stole it.
Hornacek. Oh man, coughed it up.
And a whistle as Harper comes stampeding into the lane.
Now, Bob, Scottie Pippen came back and got that steal, but he is really struggling right now. You're going to see him come in from behind, and after
Good
he knocks
defense from
the ball
Scottie.
away, he really sort of stands, and I watched him the whole way. He looked over at the bench and Phil
Yeah, he's
Jackson,
hurting.
like saying, I
Look at
don't
his
feel
legs.
very good right now. He's standing up straight. That's the first sign of a back injury when a guy stops bending his knees.
Yeah,
A back
he's
injury
stiff.
is one of the most crippling of injuries, especially in an athletic context. And I'm not trying to compare a physical
He showed a
injury
lot
to
of
illness,
toughness playing
but
in
we
this
see
game,
this
man.
weekend where Michael Jordan, sick as a dog, managed to gut it out in Game 5 of last year's final, the pivotal game. Scottie Pippen is probably mindful of that and will give it everything he's got to try to equal the effort that his teammate Michael Jordan has shown in the past.
See, Bob, that's why I think it's very, very important for the Jazz to lock in on Tony Kukoc, because if Pippen can't score, and it's only Michael Jordan that will be to their advantage, they've got to do a job on Kukoc today.
John Stockton trying to Trying to go right back to the
Stockton
good
drives on
move.
Harper. Ties the game.
He caught him sleeping. It looked like they were going right back to that post action.
Stockton didn't take a single shot in the fourth quarter of Game 5.
They're going right back to that post.
Generally been high. His shooting
They're trying to go
percentage
right
is
back
high,
to it.
But they'd like to see him get a few more shots.
They're
up
going
to the
right.
rim.
Yep.
3-second violation against Chicago.
Now right there, they didn't get it. But that's the idea. Oh, that's a tough move. Seal the wall. Layup good. Trying to get it to Malone
Gordon up on it.
in that low post. Mailman's a handful on that low post.
And it's fouled. It was before the shot. It's Longley's second.
This was the strategy of Karl Malone. He said, I'm going to put the pressure on the Bulls defense, not many jump shots, and he has done that. 2 quick fouls on Longley.
Hornacek is free, but can't hit.
That was a good look.
Hornacek is now 18 for
Jordan in the
46
post,
the series.
fadeaway,
Jordan,
cash.
there's his first field goal, and the Bulls take a 10-8 lead. If you take away Hornacek's
That's easy
7 of
work.
11 in Game 3, he's shooting around 30% for the rest of the series.
They're trying to go right back to that
Game 2,
Malone
I should say
action.
here. Harper reached in and fouled. Rodman off the bench. Let's see who he replaces. Longley has 2 fouls, and it's Luke who'll go out. Russell for 3.
Brick, no good.
Utah has not been hitting the threes in this series. Now 11 for 51, around 20%. They shot 37% as a team from beyond the arc for the season. Pippen with the hook.
Good jump hook. Good jump hook.
Chicago by 4.
So it looked like that looked like a modified zone for a second. Yeah, ain't
Malone screening for Stockton. His 3 isn't there.
that 2-man game.
Pippen
The Jazz
tries to
they look
rebound.
like they ain't know what they wanted to run. There goes Mike being aggressive. He can't even bend his knees. Yeah. Pippen hurt. Damn. I want to show y'all something real quick. Look how hurt Scotty is. Look how hurt Scotty is. He can't bend down. Scotty's in pain, bro. Let's look at that one more time. Look at Scotty. He can't bend.
Hornacek got a hand on it. Stockton takes it. Dishes it to Jones, who misses the driving one-hander. Jordan is wrapped up by Keith for the Utah foul.
You know, Pippen is really hurting, but he's playing in pain. As he takes Adam Keefe into the middle, and
That's a
shoots
good
his packet,
move.
little
Jump hook.
As he falls to the floor,
And Scotty had
you
that
see
in
it's
his
very
game.
difficult for
A
him
little
to get
jump
up
hook.
with that bad back. You see him running up the floor, not able to get the type of push and the speed that he normally would have.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center, and during that timeout, I just spoke with Chip Schaefer, the trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He said that Scottie Pippen is not sore or he is just sore. And he's having a problem really with his mobility, not able to bend over and grab the ball. But hopefully, as he plays further and gets more warmed up, it'll improve. That's what they're hoping. Bottom?
Ahmad, thanks.
Gotta keep him moving
Scotty's
around.
struggling. I think you're going to see the Jazz start picking up a little bit further down the floor. He's usually their primary ball handler. They'll try to pressure Michael and Harper up the floor, make it tougher for them to get into their offense.
Goes right back to that mismatch.
Harper, open 3.
Wide open,
Missed it.
no dice.
Malone battling Rodman, and it's tipped to Stockton. Utah on the run.
Stockton surveilling the floor,
Stockton
nothing
circles back
there.
outside to set it up.
One thing about John Stockton, he's
It was
patient.
kicked.
He's
Utah
very
keeps
patient.
it.
It's like a
First
surgeon
24.
on the floor.
You watch Malone and Rodman battling under the boards. Malone's
Man.
going all out as he runs the floor. They both kick each other a little bit. The referees may clean that up.
Good play.
Russell couldn't finish. Kukoc rebounds.
That's 2 layups now that the Jazz
Yeah, they
have
smoked
missed
2
here early in
layups,
this
man, but
first
that was a
quarter.
good play.
Hornacek, now Russell.
See, with
They gonna
Pippen
go
hurt,
right
I
back
think
to that.
Harper's gonna have to step up
They're trying to
big
get right back to
try
that
score
mismatch.
those.
Scotty in the low post.
Jordan
Mike.
for three. Got it.
Cash. So Mike's on point so far,
Jordan
2
with
of 2.
5. And Chicago with a 7-point lead. Malone on that left block, this time against Rodman. Takes him into the lane. Tries to muscle up.
Got
and
robbed.
loses it. Pippen back.
They're back
It
to
was
tip.
tied at 8. Now
Working right back.
Chicago's on a
Mismatch.
7-0 run.
Mismatch. There it is.
Kukoc
Nice patience.
underneath to an unguarded Harper, and the Bulls have scored 9 unanswered points. Timeout, Utah.
So you watch Karl Malone in the low post. They're not double teaming him.
Give
So
him a
let
lot of
Rodman play
size.
one-on-one.
Strip,
Consequently,
Jordan.
When he goes up to put up the shot, he gets stripped, and it leads to this. Kukoc
Now leave
teaming
these
him.
hands.
So let
Now Jordan, one thing that makes Jordan a great defender is he doesn't just sit there and watch his teammate try to hold it down. Even though Rodman's a great defender, you can depend on Rodman, right? One-on-one, in any type of one-on-one situation, he can hold his own. Jordan, known for being nosy, gets in Karl Malone's business. Check this out.
Rodman play a one-on-one.
Give me that shit.
Consequently,
The other
when
way.
he goes up to put up the shot, he gets stripped, and it leads to
You
this.
gotta love it.
Kukoc's gonna drive the easy dump to Harper. Harper's gonna have
Good
to
pass
step up
by
in
Tony Kukoc.
inside for the layup. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
And the Bulls are on their last leg.
The Bulls lead by 9, but here's
What they say, oldest team in the league. Harper with the flu, Pippen with a bad back. Yeah, they banged up, man. All those finals runs. Yeah, the last dance, y'all.
the bad news for them. Moments ago, Scottie Pippen, accompanied by trainer Chip Schaefer, leaves the bench and heads for the locker room. With more, here's Ahmad.
His ass is hurting. Pain, bro.
Scotty asked out of the game, and he wants to go back to the
Nothing
locker room.
worse than
He's trying to
back
stretch his
problems.
back out and try to get it more loose before he tries to come back in. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you posted. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, during that timeout, Jerry Sloan was about as loud and angry as he has been at his team this entire series. He said, guys, you are standing around. You're not fighting for any position defensively. You're letting the Bulls go wherever they want to go. Quit running around screens. Start running through them. Take a hard foul. Get some fight in you. Bob?
Jim thanks. He goes to his bench. Isley is in.
Another bad
and
pass.
so too is Antoine Carr.
Bulls are swarming. Swing, swing. Get the car.
Carr tries to make a move on Kukoc. And there's a
Ooh,
foul
I don't know
on
about that
Kukoc,
one.
his first.
I don't know about that one.
Now, Bob, the reason Carr's in the game is because Utah was playing 4-on-5 offensively. With Adam keeping the game, Scottie Pippen wasn't going to guard him. Now you've got Kukoc who's going to have to play Antoine Carr. So now it's a 5-on-5 matchup. They've got to take advantage
Mismatch.
of Isley in and out for Stockton.
They'll go right back to the block.
Harper right now is on Malone.
Yep.
An illegal defense is called against Chicago.
Look, I think they should have started Antoine Carr. That center position is a revolving door for them with Ostertag.
And of course,
and
this is
Boston.
the,
It was important
era
for them
when
to
you
get off to a
get
good
called for
start.
that legal
Now they
defense.
buried
Too
themselves
many
and find themselves in a big
defenders
hole.
on
Ostertag and Foster have
One
given them
side,
nothing
good
in this
pass.
series. Good pass from Malone inside the Harpersack, who converts it. That's why their lack of scoring at center is why they were interested in Ronnie Cycling and tried to get him from Orlando in a trade that eventually was voided.
Back then, you had to be in the vicinity of the guy you're guarding. If you're gonna double team, you gotta stay, you gotta commit.
Rebound to Carr, who immediately makes his presence felt.
Michael Jordan's illegal now, so the Bulls are all
Another
around.
illegal defense.
And it's their second illegal defense, which will result in a technical
He's mad
foul shot
at
being
Rodman
taken.
because he felt he should
Jerry
move.
Sloan's got a technical Phil Johnson comes over and settles him down a little bit. Jerry's got to maintain his composure right now. He just got the illegal defensive call for a technical.
R.I.P. to the legendary Jerry Sloan, man.
If he was arguing for the illegal defense,
He ran that pick and roll for a
irony
long
him
time.
because he got the call, but now the technicals may cancel each other out. It's Jordan to shoot it first. We're told by Jim Gray from the Utah bench that the reason Sloan got his technical was arguing about this. When he was knocked down
That's a flop.
by Kukoc, there was no foul called, and that's what had Jerry hot.
That's a flop.
That's the same thing that he did against Longley to bait him into his 5th foul in here in game 2. So I don't think the referees went for that today. I think that was a good no call.
He mad as hell he ain't get that flop either. Nah, you ain't gonna get that, man. It's game 6.
Bulls with the ball, down by 7. Scott Burrell is on Russell. Rodman on Malone. And Rodman's going to be hit with a foul, I think. It is on Dennis, his first. Folks, you can log on to MSNBCSports.com as NBA Showtime extends its coverage to the internet. Check out Bill Walton's game previews, plus click on in-depth video features from NBC Sports. And you can chat with Bill Walton tomorrow at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
So this right here is proof. You can lose a game from the line. Free throws are very important because a lot of these games come down to the last shot. Free throws is how you close games. So despite what these stat nerds say, free throws are very important in the game of basketball. Don't let them fool you.
To give you an idea how close
Don't
the
let these
series
nerds
has been,
fool y'all.
other than the Game 3 blowout. The 9-point lead the Bulls enjoyed a short while ago was the biggest lead for either team in any game.
Brick.
Other than Game 3, of course. Kukoc misses, and Isley rebounds.
So Jordan chasing around Hornacek. Double team, good double. Get at the car and the block. He goes to work. Cash.
They're going to go to that matchup. There's no way Tony Kukoc can play him. He's too powerful down there.
And Chicago wants to talk it over. Their 9-point lead has been cut to 4 with 2:58 to play in the first.
Antoine Carr is a much-needed force here. They've got to have 5 guys on the floor that can shoot the basketball to keep Chicago honest on defense. Antoine Carr with the little bang, he gets the space and makes the open jump shot. You're watching the NBA on NBC. Why you need Antoine Carr? You're going to see they're going to stay mostly at home on the perimeter against these players. All he has to do is take his time. Kukoc is not going to block his shot. Bump him a little bit and use his power down there. Now, the one thing he has to be concerned about is Kukoc loves to play defense from behind, so he can't be careless with the ball, where Tony can come from behind him, Bob, and slap that thing away.
Meanwhile, we've played 9 minutes. Karl Malone has attempted only 1 shot, which he made.
But he's put the pressure on the defense. He's gone to the basket, and what he's done, he's got them in the penalty here early by drawing a lot of fouls on Longley and Rodman. That will take its toll as the game goes on, Bob.
The seldom used Bill Wennington is in, along with
Here we
Scott
go.
Burrell and Steve Kerr.
Trying to get it to Jordan in the
Rodman and
post.
Jordan complete the 5 on
So
the
Mike
floor for
can
Phil
work.
Jackson right now.
Here we go, Byron Russell. Jordan.
Michael dishes
Pass
to
out.
Burrell.
Back to him. Good hands.
So reaches in and knocks it away.
3 seconds on shot clock.
When Michael gives that ball up, you've got to really work hard and not let him catch it back, and that's what he did that time. Russell, excellent D.
Gotta shoot it quickly. Jordan Whittle with a hand in his face.
It almost went down, too.
Strides for the rebound.
Oh,
Moves to the side.
the body's hitting the floor.
Tyler has it. Here's Hornacek.
Hornacek, that's a shot. Cash. He had that pull-up game on point, too. Hornacek. He'll pull that shit on you. Good shot.
It's hard to imagine Utah winning the next 2 games and taking the title unless Hornacek hits shots like that, which outside of game 2 in this series, he hasn't been doing.
Looks like they put Kerr on the floor for spacing to give Mike that space. They double team off of
Violation. Michael gave it up. They weren't even close to hosting a shot before 24 seconds.
Terrific team defense.
see what they're doing is they double teaming off Burrell's man off of off of Burrell's man instead of Kerr.
And this is the second time in this series where you've seen Michael Jordan lose track of the shot clock, which is very uncharacteristic for him.
Isley, who's quicker than Kerr, is guarded by Steve as he comes out of the backcourt. It's Malone.
Malone, mid-range, Cash.
And it's Utah with the lead.
Telling y'all he was dangerous from that area, man.
Moments ago, they trailed by 9.
Carr came in, Isley giving up good minutes, that's been the difference.
This is a very tough Utah team, man.
Jordan.
They beat the Lakers this year.
Rodman on the offensive glass.
Good
Wennington,
pass.
a good look.
Wennington, Cash.
Wennington will hit the open jumper.
Offensive rebounds was such a key here. When the Bulls won game 2, they did not shoot.
And it's very
well. They got
important
up 18
that Wennington hits those
rebounds.
jumpers because he gives them a different look
Moving
offensively.
down toward a minute to play in
It
the
helps
first.
with spacing, too.
Chicago by 1.
So Wennington was
And
a role player, but he was important off the bench.
Another illegal defense.
It's on Michael Jordan. He got 2 zones below his man. Hornacek stayed out behind the 3-point.
And he got called for that legal defense a bunch of times. This is like the third time.
And he was spotted. Now it helps that Jerry Sloan is sitting there in the referee's ear helping see Michael Jordan.
I remember DFJ wanted the cookie for that shit. Hey, DFJ,
Hornacek hits the technical.
on that last live stream, you wanted a cookie saying you watched this game.
Watch the by play
So
here
I'm going to
between
shout you out
Malone
on
and
this one.
Rodman.
Yeah, you watched this game.
A sign of respect, actually, it appeared to me.
So shout out to DFJ. Y'all subscribe to DFJ Hoops, man.
Chris Morris comes off the bench, making his first appearance for
You know
Utah.
how to get all you boy.
Antoine Carr gets a breather. There have been 3 illegal defense calls in this first quarter against Chicago.
Now, Bob, Antoine Carr is not a guy who plays heavy minutes. So I think what Jerry Sloan's going to try to do is maybe give him 5 or 6 minutes here or there to try to keep him as fresh as possible.
Rodzilla.
Kukoc comes in as soon as Carr goes out. Kukoc having trouble covering
They don't know
Carr
what they want to
defensively
do.
earlier in the game.
That might cost him.
Isley bounces to Malone. Tough shot.
Good
And he
shot.
lands it.
Karl Malone with the bailout. Looks like they're giving Jordan
Jordan
space.
over Russell.
Cash.
Tied at 22 with half a minute to play in the period. Alone against
Malone
Wennington.
working by himself.
Off balance.
Damn, that's a hard shot. Oh, let me replay that. That was tough. This shot's tough, man.
Alone against Wennington. Off balance.
That's strength, too.
See, Bob, that's what I'm talking about being
Fading
aggressive,
baseline.
Isaiah. Taking the ball to the basket. Isley with the give and go. He doesn't settle for the jump shot. He puts the pressure on the defense, and it's a tough shot. And the same thing, he sees Wennington on him. He said, no way, I can get this shot. He bodies up. Now an opportunity for a 3-point play, which would give his team a 3-point lead.
And the weak spot for the Chicago Bulls is when you get past Longley and Rodman, they have nothing behind them. Wennington can't hold Malone, and that's where they miss the big guys in terms of Kathy and Brian Williams. And Malone is smart to get into their bench now.
A dozen for Malone in the first quarter. A perfect 4 of 4 from the field.
Karl Malone putting in a lot of work early on.
Almost as important, Hornacek has contributed 9. They need him. Kukoc. They had a foul to give. It looked like he traveled, but just before that, the whistle blew for the foul.
Now, Chris Morris slapped him from behind, so he took a good foul. Wolves will have to inbound the ball with 8.4 seconds to go, and Greg Foster's going to come into the game. Now, Bob Parisi's in right now. Will you give him a rest here at the end of the quarter? The last 8.4 seconds, and then the time during the break.
Oh, he touched the earth.
Double team, forces up the corner's final shot, and
Rick.
misses it. A better start for Carl and for Michael. Once down by 9, Utah leads after 1 by 3. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center, and early on, Scottie Pippen re-injured his back on that dunk shot that he had just at the beginning of the game. He was
Scottie in
able to
pain.
rock him for the past 5 or 6 minutes, trying to stretch that back out. He has both doctors in there. They're just trying to see what they can do to get him ready to play. And if anything else happens, I will be here to report it to you. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. Guys, as we begin the
Ahmad
second quarter
Rashad,
with Utah up by 3, something significant. They were able to make a run and turn this game around a bit with Howard Eisley on the floor rather than John Stockton. And Eisley did not play well for them in Chicago, so much so that Jerry Sloan barely used him with the game in doubt on Friday night.
Well, they went on a 17-5 run with Stockton sitting down, but also a key, they brought Antoine Carr in for Keith. So they got another offensive player in there, Bob. That was real critical for them.
As Jim Gray reported before the game, Eisley has been
Post
suffering
up,
from
Mike.
vertigo.
Bring it.
Apparently not dizzy
that's
by
not
the
Mike.
heights
That's
of
what's his name.
six
My
tonight.
fault.
Shandon Anderson with a nice move.
Every time Anderson comes in, they immediately go into post.
Old school
against
footage,
the
man.
Brother Bushler.
Could bring it hell.
Jordan opens the second quarter on the bench, which is usually the way Phil Jackson plays it. Whistle away from the ball from Hugh Hollins.
Again, Isaiah, Shandon Anderson in the post, and he just backs Scott Burrell down.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
for
helps
real.
him
My
out.
bad.
And that's a big weapon for them coming off the bench.
And Doug, the danger is when
That's
you
one
don't
thing about
finish
looking
your
at
job
old school
home.
footage, yo.
Scottie Pippen
You
comes
like-
on the road. He gets hurt. I remember
who the
when we
fuck
were
is
in the
that?
finals playing against the Los Angeles Lakers, and I got injured in the game 6, sprained my ankle, turned the whole series around, and that's what may happen here.
Anderson picked up the foul a moment ago, and then it's Foster following him. 2 quick Utah personals here in the first minute of the second quarter. Knocked away from Wennington, ball loose, chased down by Foster.
Oh man, dumb shit.
An unforced error, to use tennis terminology.
He mad
There
as
were
hell,
two
the
white
dumb
shirts
shit.
there.
See, Bob, the difference right now is when you're resting Michael Jordan with Pippen hurt, he's not out there with the
You gotta take
nigga that
advantage of
second
this shit.
team. Now you've got a team out there. Who's going to run the show? Who's going to be the guy to make sure that they run their offense and get the shots that they want? So this really hurts with Scottie Pippen being out of the lineup right now because you have to rest Michael Jordan at some point.
Kukoc is the only starter for either team on the floor right now.
You see, the Bulls are still well coached to where they got a great system that they can kind of hold it down, at least to give Michael Jordan some type of rest.
Playing out of character. Bill Wennington is a catch-and-shoot player. He's not a guy, Isaiah, that puts the ball on the floor.
Rodman to the scorer's table. He'll have to wait till the next whistle. Which comes on us right away. Another illegal defense against Chicago, the 4th.
Damn.
Now, see, the reason that's illegal is Chris Morris is out above
you
the
had to
3-point
guard
line.
your man,
Jeff
man. You
Bushler
had to
would be
man up.
no lower than the foul line. When he drops below that foul line, he's automatically illegal.
So Eisley is selected to shoot the tee. After the first illegal defense, every subsequent one against you results in a technical foul shot.
See, Chris Morris is going to be out above the free. Look where Bushler is. He's illegal right now.
Yeah.
So that's the call, and that's why they get the free throw.
Utah by 6.
Shannon Anderson trying to take advantage of that mismatch.
Foster on the move.
Hey, Foster doing dumb shit.
2 atrocious turnovers
Look
by
at
Boston
Jerry
on
Sloan's
consecutive
face.
possessions.
Trying to do too much. Keep the game
Doing
simple.
dumb shit.
Get minutes on the floor.
You playing one of the greatest dynasties of all time, and you out there doing dumb shit.
Chris Morris pulls in the rebound.
Good pass.
Carr from Isley.
Oh,
Missed
missed
it off
point
the glass.
blank. Steve Kerr can't dribble or shit.
Rodman, good pass to Kukoc.
Good lane.
Back cut by Kukoc. He set him up, then back cut, fake him off the screen. Great pass by Rodman. Great look by Kukoc.
Santiago Foster's going to push him over the top. That's what they did in the game 5.
Trying to go right back to that.
To start the game.
Going to Antoine. Trying to get on.
Back in on Rodman.
Get it in on Rodman.
It's off Anderson's hands, but recovered by Isley.
They
2 seconds to
butterfingers
shoot.
real this game.
And he hits the 3.
Ooh, it was way low.
Are they calling a shot clock violation? Let's see. Dick Bavetta says yes.
Ooh, it was waved off.
And they wave it off, though it appeared to me
Doesn't
as
do that
if he
shot.
had beaten it. See if the ball isn't out of his hand.
Oh, man.
1 second.
It's out.
It's on the way, and they missed the call.
Man, that's huge. That's huge right there. Back then, y'all, the replay system wasn't the same as today. So.
Well, it's a big break for the Chicago
Damn.
Bulls. Howard Isley lets this shot go. He gets it out of his hands, and you're going to see here, look, the shot clock actually should be at 1 here, but the ball is
Man.
off. Right there, you see it. The ball is in the air at 1. That should have counted. That's a big turnaround. The Bulls get
That's
a
a
big break
huge
there. So
turnaround.
up 7 Utah. Now it's only a 4-point game.
Jim Gray tells us that on the Utah bench, Jerry Sloan said, that's horrible, but I can't get thrown out of the game. He already has
He has a bag.
10% of it.
It's funny, they calm down after they get in trouble. But they all hyping in everybody's face when the coaches don't get their call.
Scotty says he's telling Nettlestat that he is not able to play. So that could be
Good
the
pass.
end for Scotty tonight. Bob?
Cat.
Jeff Whistler, who may get more minutes as a result, hits the shot to the
So,
side. Michael Jordan
so
is
Jordan's
also
got
back
some
in.
floor spacers out there.
After resting about 2.5 minutes at the outset of the second quarter.
Now, if you remember, Bushler came in and gave Chicago big minutes in that Indiana series. He's going to need to
that
do that
mailman
again here
matchup.
tonight with no Pittman.
Pass out. Back to work.
Around drop,
Too strong.
to the hoop,
Damn.
and missed it. Out of bounds, off Utah.
See, look Longley was just big there around the basket, and he forced Malone into a miss. Carl tried to get contact to get the foul, and it caused him to miss the layup, but Longley stood strong that time.
Utah does not have a single offensive rebound in this game. In Game 5, they had better success on the offensive glass than at any other time in the series.
Oh, man.
Contact between Anderson and Kerr. Offensive foul on Chicago.
See, teams really complain a lot about this, because this is a pit play by Chicago. They make this little inside reverse pivot. Watch Kerr as the man goes by, and he bumps him up on the turn.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I know in coaching against Chicago, I used to always warn the officials on that play, because if you're going to let him turn, it's a very difficult play to guard.
And I'm pretty sure before the series, Jerry Sloan told them about that.
The defender's off balance.
Now it's Bushler who's nailed to the personal. Isley has just gone out. Stockton back in at point guard. Ryan Russell was also returned to Utah's lineup.
Going right back to
That's
the
Russell
post.
with the ball.
Good
Malone
pass.
from Carr. And he walked with it.
See, Antoine Carr's got to be ready to step in and shoot that ball. They're doubling down on the block now, and Carl Malone swung him the basketball. He's going to shoot it. Those are the same shots he had the other night in Game 5 that he buried to help them get the win.
And they cool with getting called for a couple of those violations too, as long as Carl Malone and them can't get comfortable in the post.
Jordan.
Mike, no good.
And Carr claims it.
Good
Carr from
pass.
Stockton.
There you go.
Mid-range. Cat.
Now you see Carr pull up
And you look at this game, it's a different game than it is now. The furthest they really like to shoot is that mid-range. They don't really like to shoot a whole bunch of threes. Good. Good move.
Anderson. And again, it's a
Now
two-point game.
this move is going to get a lot of replays, right? Look at Jordan's footwork on this move. It's textbook. Plant.
Jordan
Step through.
inside around Anderson.
One more time, because that was gorgeous. Check out the step through on this shit. Shimmy.
Jordan
He's out of here.
inside around Anderson. And again, it's a two-point game. Michael
I love
has 10.
footwork, yo.
Malone in traffic. Got his own and put
Good
it back
move.
in.
Too strong.
First offensive rebound that you talked about. Logan and got 2 points.
Malone feels very confident against Longley and Rodman right now. He feels that he can get anything that he wants underneath.
Good pass.
Jordan
for three. Cash.
13 for Michael. Utah by
Mike's
1.
starting to step up. He's bringing his A game.
Pippen can't go the rest of this game. And if there is a game 7, inside he goes
Good
to
move.
Carr, and he hits the layup. How much more of the load can Jordan possibly carry? He played 45 minutes on Friday night. It's taking him a whole lot of shots to get his points through the finals. But if he doesn't step up, other than Kukoc, who else can?
Good
There's
pass.
Tony.
Shot. Tony here, though.
To follow up on your point, Bob, this would be a very wearing game for Jordan. They'll try to tire him down and wear him out. It'll be interesting to see if he'll have enough at the end of the game because of the minutes he's going to have to play.
Malone, tough catch.
That's a
That
high
was an
pass.
fadeaway. Carter follow. Knocked
Oh.
away from behind, and he was fouled. It's number 1 on Jordan.
John Stockton with a beautiful pass in rhythm to Antoine Carr and the pull-up jump shot on a secondary break. And then Carl Malone working once again in the post. He backs himself
The last
down
one was not
strong.
good defense. He
Missed it
walked
with a
into
great
that
effort
shot.
and a great hands to get the ball back in the finish. And then a give and go, the back door, the weak side help. Anderson finds Antoine Carr underneath.
Nice extra
And the little
pass.
finger roll, and Utah leads by 1.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center. Now an update on Scottie Pippen. The time that he was doing the stretching, trying to see if he can come back and play, he was in the officials' dressing room trying to get the stretching. He has now moved from that locker room to his own locker room, but the word is that he's still unable to play. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. What was the most important regular season game of the year? Undoubtedly the one at midseason here at the Delta Center, where Utah trailed the Bulls by 24 points early, 41-17, and rallied to win. Changed the outcome of that one game. And this series would have opened and ended if a 6th and 7th were required in Chicago rather than in Salt Lake City. It was that win that gave Utah home court and gives them a game 7 if one is necessary here at the Delta Center rather than on the road. And do the Bulls face the remainder of this game and a possible 7th game either without Scottie Pippen or with a weakened Scottie Pippen?
See, with the Bulls depleted right now,
They would have lost this one, man.
They've got to use their superior.
They wouldn't have won game 7. I don't
Michael
believe.
Jordan down.
Jordan into the lane. Tough shot. He was fouled.
Nice aggressive move.
He'll come to the line with a chance to tie it.
So they really made the switch in Game 5. They started Russell on him, did a good job, and then they came in with Anderson. They put Hornacek on Pippen, and that really had an effect because Michael had to work a little bit harder in the post
Rick.
against Russell.
No good.
This is the 103rd game of the season for the Bulls and for Michael Jordan. Antoine Carr going out. Jordan hasn't missed a single game since he returned from baseball. Ron Harper returns to the Chicago lineup. He has also played more minutes than at any time since the '92 season when he was a much younger man. And now with Pippen ailing, he'll be asked to do even more if that's possible.
Jazz by 1. Look at this fight right here. No space.
Malone slips it through a crowd to Anderson, who misses the floater.
Hey, no space. Good save.
Troubles the rebound, but saves it in. Only his second rebound tonight, and only his 5th in the last game and a half.
Jordan going to that
After such
block.
a strong performance in Game 4.
They're going back to it.
Michael
Good
screens
pass.
and takes the lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell. Faked up and spit off him. Kukoc put it right there for the easy lay-in for Jordan. I'm noticing, Doug, every time Malone gets it on the low post now, they're coming to double team, trying to keep Rodman out of foul trouble.
Yeah, see that? They ain't got the spacing.
Returns it to Malone.
Good
Now
pass.
has it back in a crowd. And misses. Anderson flies in. Can't hit the tip. Malone another try. And there it is for Utah.
And Malone's coming to play tonight.
To test that shot underneath. Don't want to get in foul trouble. So Malone's going to have his way down there. Just have to be careful and take his time and not throw an offensive foul.
Riding the seesaw. Now it's Utah's turn to lead. Stockton knocked it away. Chicago
Good
ball.
hands.
Phil's still lobbying for that travel on Malone on the last possession, but ain't gonna happen.
You know, you got to work the referee, see if they catch it. Back to Michael. Good, quick move.
He traveled.
Travel.
So Phil got the traveling call, but certainly not on the guy he wanted.
Did Mike travel? Hold on. Let's see that again.
Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Fake. He traveled.
Let's look at it one more time. I think he did.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Head fake.
Yeah, that
He
foot's
traveled.
right. Yeah.
So Phil got the traveling call, but certainly not on the guy he wanted.
And Steve Kerr just said to prevent
That's cool, we ain't tripping.
Malone down at the other end. I
We ain't
talked to
tripping,
Rodman
play
after the
ball.
last game, and he felt that Malone traveled a lot. That's why he was able to get away from him.
Look at Carl. Carl trying to go to work. Good move.
Against Rodman.
She's getting such deep position right now in Rodman. The Utah Jazz are executing their offense to perfection.
18 for the mailman.
Mike, 3.
Jordan for 3.
Cash.
And there's his answer.
I think that's his third 3 of the game. Bob, and going into this game, he, Kukoc, and Pippen were combined 4 for 23 from 3 at the Delta Center in the first 2 games.
It is his third tonight, and he has 19 points. Malone tries to answer. And
Man, he's on fire. He's on fire. One of the greatest power forwards of all time, man. And you could argue he could be the greatest.
Kukoc on the run. He's in double figures now with 10.
Isaiah, how much is it going to take him to figure out that he's a left-handed player? And you can't let him come with a strong hand. You got to send him back to help.
He's such a good dribbler, and he gives you that hits move, and it draws you out of position, and he gets you every time with it.
Kukoc on Russell. Gives him some room.
Good shot.
Accepts the
It's
challenge
raining now.
and drills the jumper. Utah by 2.
The Jazz got it going.
You got to make Tony Kukoc play defense, and that's what Brian Russell did on that possession.
Jordan wants
His
that.
first basket.
He want to take the game. He want to take the game over.
He's
Cash.
got 21.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's in such a...
Now look at the decisiveness of Michael Jordan. Check this out. Look how decisive this move is. He's catch and go.
Here's Michael. He's got
That's insane, bro.
Russell did on that possession.
One more time. This is straight skill work right here. Step.
Here's Michael.
One dribble pull up.
21.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's
Fade
in
away.
such a
Perfect.
nice rhythm offensively. Everything is coming very easy to him. And right now, they have to
Yeah,
be
he's
really
on.
careful
He's
because
on this
looks
game.
like this could be a 40-point game from him.
Tied at 43. Shaping up as a higher scoring game than we've generally had in this series. It's Hornacek.
Damn. Good shot.
See, Malone is getting the ball on the block.
Jordan's scoring damn near every point right now
Post
for the
ups,
Bulls.
and the Jazz are in a great rhythm.
They gotta talk it over.
Timeout Chicago. Utah by 2 with 1:49 to play in the half. Coming up on the Prudential halftime report, Hannah Storm talks with Phil Jackson, who reflects on his years with the Chicago Bulls. Some pretty good memories, lots of question marks for the immediate future for the coach of the 5-time world champions. That's at halftime.
Let's watch the Michael Jordan possession that he scored on. Brian Russell, as he cuts, is going to give him a shot. Michael doesn't like it. Michael delivers the ball right there. So Russell pushes him back, and he
Hey,
catches
man.
it. Now you got an angry Michael Jordan.
That's
He
basketball
spurs up and
right
burns
there.
the shot.
Take
The
that.
referees let both of them get a blow in.
Nigga.
Michael finished with a jump shot.
8 of 14 thus far. Down by 2, the Bulls put it in play.
Gotta go to that post work.
Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and
Over
that's
him.
why. 15 of his 23 have come in this
That
quarter.
man's killing. Killing early on. He's on fire. Trying to get the hands out of Malone. The ball out of Malone's hands. Brick by Hornacek.
After the missed 3, Chicago comes
Mike
back,
trying to go
looking
right
take
back
the
to
lead.
his spot.
Russell trying to contend with Michael.
Fade away. Brick.
Finally, he misses one. Anderson tries to save it, but was on the line.
He's okay. He can miss one. He's been
The
killing.
only thing you can hope for right now is that Michael Jordan's going to run out of energy because he is in
Never.
an unbelievable scoring mode. The back up and the fade away, and he hits the jump shot, then he comes back the next time, and he's wanting the ball in every possession. Can he play at this
You got a better chance to get pregnant than Michael Jordan running out of energy.
pace if Scottie Pippen can't play at all in the second half?
If
He gonna
ever
go
there
as
was
long
an
as they
athlete in
playing.
recent history able to will himself beyond even his considerable physical talents, it has been Michael Jordan. As Skip Bayless of the Chicago Tribune put it earlier in the playoffs, he's that rarest of athletes, a supremely talented,
Here's the thing. Michael realized you post up to conserve energy. And this is what makes him a master of the game. He understands how to conserve energy. And every chance he gets to conserve energy, he does it. You see him grabbing the shorts, taking his time, collecting himself. And then he'll use his bursts, periodically.
achiever.
Very smart, very cerebral.
Stockton's all over curve.
Right here, conserving energy, conserving
That was
energy.
Hornacek on Michael.
Mike.
Fade away. He's
Brick,
missed 2 in a
good
row
defense,
now.
Hornacek.
Hornacek brings it back the other way.
Trying to get at the mailman. One-on-one basketball. Good
Stockton
pass.
from Malone.
Beautiful slip on that play. Stockton went across like he was going to set the screen on Longley. Michael relaxed just a moment. He slipped it and given no Isaiah. It was a beautiful play.
And Doug, now that Malone has really taken advantage of Chicago inside, now the perimeter will free up. Now they have to pay attention to Malone. Now Stockton and Hornacek will be able to step up and play and get involved.
They were just putting a couple of seconds back onto the clock. Michael
Good
for 3.
shot. Brick.
Hornacek takes the rebound. Jordan had made 3 3-pointers earlier in the half. He's now missed 3 shots in succession.
Big possession here for the Jazz. A chance to get this crowd alive and up 4 going in at half.
Shot clock and game clock virtually identical. Stockton, foul.
Ooh.
Chicago had a foul to give. Utah ball from the side, still plenty of time. 6.9.
They love to run high screen roll here with Stockton and Malone. Hornacek works in behind the ball or Russell for a 3-point shot.
The foul was on Kerr, his second. He goes out. Harper in. Better defensive player anyway. Malone.
Good pass.
The bounce to Russell.
Good pass.
2 big assists in the last couple of possessions from Malone. 3 seconds. Michael to half court.
Mike.
From there. Almost. So Jordan at 23.
So Mike, look, Mike's,
in the first half, but missed his last
Mike
shot.
held it down
Malone generally
as
more
much as he
accurate
could.
in the course of scoring 20. Utah by 4.
And you know the Jazz were feeling confident
Delta Center where the
at
Jazz
this
lead the
point.
Bulls by 4. Now the big story here in the first half has been the condition of Scottie Pippen's back. He has really been hurting. But during the halftime, the massage therapist gave him ice, massage. His back was having spasms. She got the spasms to stop. And Scottie Pippen is back out here on the floor. Whether or not he'll be able to play and play effectively, we'll find out. He is starting the second half. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, they thought that Scottie Pippen was going to be out of the game, so Jerry Sloan told his guys they were going to focus a lot more attention on Michael Jordan. All of that, of course, could change now. Very unhappy with the way they defended the
He
screens.
had no
wanted to get
choice.
over the screens instead of running through them. Happy with everything offensively. Bob?
All right, Jim, and here we go. Utah in
Right back
possession
at
as we
him.
start the third quarter. Malone
He's too
right
slow.
side.
No matchup for Karl Malone.
Hornacek on Pippen. It's Kukoc.
Whew.
The three
Looked like he
spins
was
out.
fouled.
Hornacek with rebound position. Utah in front by 6.
John surveying the floor, trying to get what he wants.
Stockton pounding the dribble into the floor. Now into the lane he goes. Outside to Russell. Head fake. Now Stockton. Air ball grabbed by Keith. Blocked back
Good
in the streets
defense.
by Pippen. And a
Good defense
24-second
by
violation
Pippen.
as they never hit the rim.
Now remember when Adam Keefe was in the game as a starter, Utah got off to a very slow first quarter start because they were playing 4-on-5. So if that starts to occur, Jerry Sloan might have to go to his bench. Adam Keefe has got to be an offensive rebounder. He's got to be aggressive.
4 of the first 5 games were very close and very exciting. But through the first half, this is actually the best played game, the best pace and rhythm of any of the games of the series. Longley out to Scotty with 5 seconds to shoot.
And Kukoc going right at Keith with a weak link.
He has 12.
Now Scotty's back out on the floor, but he's still moving very gingerly.
Going right back to the mailman. Good pass.
Inside and a whistle. Before the shot. And a Chicago foul.
He waits for him to seal him perfectly and then throws that on-point money entry pass.
See, he's laboring to get up and
Fantastic.
down the court. That back is still bothering him. Let's see how he goes.
The foul was Longley's third. Stockton stumbles. And on the steal, Chicago recovers the ball and asks for timeout. Coach, is that the time you want to use one? It does preserve the possession, but you use up a timeout.
Well, Phil has the option here to take a 20 if he wants it, so it looks like he wants to save his 20, use the timeout now. Harper on the break, helps the play. You want to see him roll over and get the timeout before Utah can force the jump ball.
So we'll step aside with 10:03 to play in the third.
Miller Genuine Draft presents even more basketball.
Well, the last 2 MVPs
That's a
have been Michael
beautiful
Jordan and Karl
moment.
Malone. We've had in the series.
And in recognition of this look inside the game, Miller Brewing Company will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Chicago ball down by 4. Pippen's jumper over Hornacek.
Gotta get the brick.
Malone
Yeah,
waits for the
stop.
traffic to clear, then hands to Stockton.
I'm trying to get back to that post.
Malone against Longley. And a foul. If it's Longley, it's his 4th.
He's just not quick enough, Isaiah, to get up and body him because when he makes the first
He really
step,
ain't.
Luke can't slide over and get in front of him. He sticks his knee out. Now this is twice in this quarter. Malone has gotten
And see,
away
he
from
gonna
the first
lower that
possession,
shoulder.
And now he's gotten 2
He
fouls.
gonna keep
He
low
bodies up against him. He sticks
and
the left
burst
knee
right
out,
by him.
and Malone goes right to the basket to get the contact.
Longley's got to be a little smarter down there. He's giving Malone no resistance, Doug. I'm watching him as he's moving around. He's not even trying to guard him. It's poor defense by Longley and great offense by Malone.
He sits. Rodman enters.
Rodman ain't gonna give him that. He got to work a little hard with Rodman.
Malone in between
Good
two
rebound.
shirts, pulls it down, and now he and Rodman all tangled up. And it's Malone's
That's
turn
Rodman's
to
job.
laugh and talk a bit.
He know it too.
It's a great hustle play by Karl Malone. You're going to see him. He just wants the basketball.
That's a good
2
rebound.
Chicago Bulls, and he reaches in there with those powerful arms and just rips it away. The foul on Dennis Rodman.
His 2nd.
Get right back to him. Go ahead and make that entry.
Hornacek into the lane. Knocked away from him, but another Chicago foul. It's the Bulls' 4th foul, barely more than 3 minutes into the period. Utah doesn't have one yet. Michael hit with his 2nd.
The thing about the Jazz, what makes them annoying, is that they're gonna be patient and wait.
With Frazier Tuesday and Sunday, all summer
And
on NBC.
they're not athletic. They're not gonna kill you with speed and athleticism.
See, it's so important for Karl Malone
But
to attack
something
the defense,
eventually
Isaiah. So
opens
even
up
though he
for him,
doesn't shoot free
you know?
throws, he gets him in foul trouble. Now
And it seems like that happens
so from
all
here
the
on in,
time.
the next foul that the Bulls commit, Utah will shoot free throws. That could be very vital for them scoring here in this 3rd period.
Doug, I love the way Karl Malone is playing right now. I mean, he's doing everything.
And it's
for the
almost like
Utah Jazz.
facing the Spurs a little bit. It's like they had a system, a perfect system,
Jordan
to where
pulls
it's
up
really
and
efficient
connects.
basketball. Just shot by
25
Mike.
for MJ.
Jerry
Pull
Sloan was very
quick.
upset. Adam Keefe did not show out on that screen. Michael came off there. Now we're down
Mike
to
came with the
passing.
strap
He
tonight.
knew his team
Paul.
needed 2 points.
Malone from 20.
Brick.
Keith got a hand on it and then pokes it away from Jordan and out of bounds. Pippen is on the floor, but not with his usual ball handling
Hart going to
responsibilities.
work.
This is Scotty
Get
out
back
high,
to him.
immediately returns it to Harper. A little jump hook is good.
Good shit.
Just the presence of Pippen on the floor, you've got to be able to honor him, and he's a great post feeder.
Chicago back to within 2.
Good pass.
Hornacek.
What the hell was that?
Rodman managed to wrest it away from him, and Harper takes it. Malone argues that he was fouled.
1-on-1. Oh, good
It's
help.
Kukoc
Good help.
dealing it out to Rodman.
Go to Hart.
Harper trying to tie the game.
Hard
but
foul.
hold on,
Good
says
hard
Danny
foul.
Crawford. Foul on Stockton is 2nd.
Now Malone got great post position here. He's got to finish this play. He leaves it short on the rim, and then the second effort, he thought he got fouled on the wrist there, and he did get fouled, so he should be upset on that play.
Adam Keefe out. Chris Morris
Jordan.
in for Utah.
Ooh, good move.
Here's Jordan. Off the back iron. Rodman trying to keep it alive. A tremendous hustling attempt, but Utah gets the ball.
Now you're saying why Chris Morris? Because he's a better offensive defensive player, and he can play against a Tony Kukoc. You say, why not Antoine Carr? I think Jerry Sloan knows he's only got so much gas in his tank, and he'd like to have it for the fourth quarter.
Malone had it go through his hands, and Rodman takes it.
I don't know, Doug. If I'm Jerry Sloan, I put Antoine Carr in the game. I don't mess around. I don't mess around with Chris Morris.
Kukoc can't tie it.
Brick.
Malone clears it.
And here comes Stockton.
Stockton into the lane.
Ooh, that's a tough matchup for Stockton, Ron Harper.
And Chicago gets it back.
Harper's
That
big,
rhythm and
strong,
flow, which we saw almost throughout the first
great
half, before
defender.
it just disappeared here in a choppy third quarter.
Bob, I just saw eye contact. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Scottie normally brings the ball up. He said, Michael, you come get it. Michael does not want to bring the ball up the floor. He has to use too much energy that way.
Is Pippen anything more than a decoy now on
Yeah,
offense?
Pippen can barely move if he asks him that. Because that's his job. Mike looking at that nigga like, yeah, I gotta carry this shit home.
4 seconds to shoot. Jordan
Brick.
missed it just before the shot clock sounds. Rodman battling like crazy, but can't quite hold on to it. Hornacek, he and Malone, Rodman and Malone, and Rodman just trips Malone up. They gotta call a flagrant here. They've got to call a flagrant. It's the third on Rodman.
Mind games, yo.
He and Carl
Look at Carl.
are scheduled to wrestle in one of those bogus events next month. Why Malone wants to lower himself to that is anyone's guess.
They both
And Rodman
assholes,
apparently
bro.
wants to start
But they know it's
wrestling
all within battling, man. It's all within the game.
Between these two guys.
You know?
They're fighting, giving it everything they get. Both of them are trying to push and shove the game position.
Rodman's an asshole.
But at the end of the play, what I like the most is Malone
He's
and
wrestling,
Rodman
man.
both gave each other a pat on the
WWF.
back and said, hey, that's the way we play. That's the way we like to play.
Was a flagrant called for there? What do you think?
I don't think that's a flagrant foul. The officials looked at the play and they knew both of them were bumping and shoving.
It's
I
gotta
think
be a
that's just
flagrant,
hard-nosed
bro.
basketball.
Nah, I disagree.
He'll be back.
The shit Rodman was doing was like without the ball, bro. Had to be a flagrant. his shit was no intention on the ball whatsoever.
Well, the series was way too
Look at this
crazy
type
in the
shit.
first half. Now they're getting down to the basketball we've seen. Rodman and Malone go down. That's one. Here they go two. Finally, the third
Look at Rodman.
time,
He's
the foul was
intentionally-
called. And I think it was a good no call. That wasn't a flagrant because I think both guys were wrestling. And now watch Michael Jordan give Brian Russell a shot. And Russell gives Michael a little pushback.
Mike
All of a
snitching.
sudden, Timbers starting to flare a little, Bob, as we get down to the game 6 here in the fourth quarter.
Rodman very ineffective thus far.
Hey, Mike hit him and
Lost
told
the
on
best
him.
out of
This
3
shit
balls
crazy.
to Malone. And after I watched the whole replay, I'd agree with you guys that a flagrant wasn't called for because Malone had thrown that elbow up around the chin just before Rodman tripped him at the end of the whole wrestling sequence. So probably best just to call the foul on Rodman and leave it at that.
That's Dennis Rodman's way of trying to get in Karl Malone's head. However, Karl Malone is smart enough as a basketball player that he's not going to let that throw him out of his rhythm. We saw where Dennis Rodman would get Alonzo Mourning out of his rhythm with some of the other guys. Malone understands Dennis Rodman, and he's not going to let that stuff bother him.
Malone has 23
Brick.
and can't add to it.
That was a
Kukoc
flat
takes it
shot
down.
right
Chicago
there.
trails by 3 as we move inside 6 minutes to play in the third.
Scotty coming to it, pass to the
Here's
post.
Pippen. The bad back makes
Jordan
Hornacek's
trying to
assignment
go
on him
work.
a whole lot easier. Left alone, he doesn't
Good
take
pass.
the 3.
Good move
Michael
by
fadeaway.
MJ.
See, if I'm Hornacek,
And you know I'm a footwork guy. You
Bad
gotta
back
check this out.
makes Hornacek's assignment on him a whole lot easier.
Good patience.
Left
Mike.
alone, he doesn't take the 3. Michael, fade away.
Ooh.
see, if I'm Hornacek, I make Pippen make one of those shots. He's really rushing out to close out on him. He's got to show me he can shoot that ball before I'm too concerned with him. I got to be more.
They know who
worried
the
about
best
my
player on the floor is.
Jordan has 27 to Malone's 23. Here's Malone again. He was fouled. The basket would have counted, but it wouldn't stay down. It's on Pippen is first.
And you watch Michael Jordan on the repost, takes a quick
The tongue
bounce,
out.
the reverse spin, fakes Russell out and shoots a nice fadeaway
Mid
jam.
range.
But I agree with you, Doug. I will make Scottie Pippen make one of those three-point shots before I leave Michael Jordan alone in the low post.
Malone is averaging 23.8 for the series coming into this game. That's exactly what he averaged in the 6-game loss last year to Chicago. But that average will go up a bit after today. Makes a bunch.
Pick. Good pass.
Pass to Scotty.
He blew it.
And finally the tip drops.
That was
Rodman
good
gets
ass
credit for the
pass.
basket, but it looked like Pippen was not able to show us the usual body control that he'd normally have to finish off that play.
Usually he would dunk that ball.
Harper on the foul this time.
See, Isaiah, normally Scotty catches this ball in the back
No
door
look.
and jumps up and Howard dunks this. You can see he could barely get off the floor. And
Yeah.
Rodman with a great tip.
And when you have a back injury, Doug, it's hard for you to squat and use your legs to get the lift. So therefore, you're jumping from a standstill and straight up position.
Tonight on Dateline Sunday, a tornado rips through the Midwest. And the program also has survivor stories from Mount Rainier. That's Dateline tonight after the game. It's at 10 o'clock for the
Great
West
game, stop.
Coast.
Normally hit though.
Harper grabs the rebound and Stockton makes one of two. Utah by 2.
They run the same action. Looks like Jordan mid-range.
Off
No
target.
good.
Rebound Malone.
They're going right back. There it is. Run the set.
Driving on Jordan, knocked away from him. Still Utah ball. 4 on the shot clock. When Malone grabbed that last rebound, it was noticeable that Rodman backed away. He's already got 3 fouls, speaking of Dennis. And with Longley on the bench with 4 fouls and pretty much ineffective throughout the series when he has been in there, Rodman's got to be very careful. Knocked out, 3 on the shot clock. Howard Isley back on the floor.
Robin's stupid.
Stockton getting agreed with 4:15 to play in the
Robin's
third.
stupid as hell. Talk about he knows my name.
Pippen got a hand on it. They've got to shoot it in a hurry, and they can't get it off in time. 24-second violation against the Jazz. Is it time, as we get a quick look at Jerry Sloan and the laboring Scottie Pippen, is it about car time again?
Well, I think what Jerry's trying to do is buy as many minutes as possible. He's still got a 2-point lead. And Antoine Carr is a guy that maybe gives him 24, 25 points. And here he comes, or
2-point
25
lead,
minutes. Here he
shit.
comes right back into the game. So Jerry realized that he needs somebody out there that can shoot the basketball.
MJ. Oh, Scotty.
Giving it his best, and that
Good
time
jump
it was
hook.
good enough.
As we said, with that back injury, that little jump hook in the middle is an easier shot for Pippen to shoot because he can extend with his long reach and his arm length.
Tied at 57. Hornacek had a good first half
That's-
and hits this
Yeah, he got a click for that.
They're really making Michael work on a lot of splits. Hornacek is being very active. They know that Michael is the majority of the offense today, so they've got to keep him in motion.
15 for Hornacek.
Pippen going right back to that
Now trying
mismatch.
to guard Pippen. Scotty splits the defense, can't hit the back.
Rodman's
but
there
Rodman with the
again. He
second
cleans
tip.
it up.
That's the energy we talked about that the Bulls needed from Dennis Rodman. He gave them nothing in the first half. That's 2 tip-ins for 4 points here in this third period.
A whistle from Danny Crawford, a Chicago foul. It's on Pippen, and it's his second.
You watch Pippen in the low post. They come to double team with Russell, and as he goes up for the shot, that leaves Rodman's clear for a clear tap in on the offensive glass. When you watch Pippen trying to get up and down the court, he's really laboring and really working hard.
He's going right back.
Scotty is
hit
still out.
that.
Kukoc, Burrell, and Kerr all in. There's Pippen heading back to the locker room again to try to stretch out that ailing back. Russell missed the first, but connects on the second. Utah by 1.
The only thing that's saving Utah in this quarter to keep them in the lead is the free throw line. Those early fouls have hurt Chicago, and Utah's taking advantage of it.
And Jordan with the injury of Scotty.
Knocked away, and there's a Utah foul. It's just their second of the period.
So I got to watch Jordan the last 4 plays.
Yeah, they helping the Bulls by keep stopping the clock.
He's not playing hard
They helping
seconds
them rest.
tough because I think he knows that at the end of the game, he's going to have a lot of energy.
Rodman out to Micah. Now screening for him. Morris fights through the screen.
Mike one-on-one.
Michael takes him baseline.
Damn.
Draws the contact and the foul. Michael's going to go to the line. Chicago, which generally has had many more free throws throughout the series than Utah, has hit 4 of 5 free throws in this game. Utah 15 of 21. As you said earlier, Doug, a huge difference.
Well, Chicago's done a good job now in this quarter of disrupting Utah's offense. It's not flowing as easily as it was. They took the fouls. They got him on the free throw line. But you're not seeing the same open looks. I think with Rodman being out there, he really helped disrupt Malone's timing. Now Longley's back in the game. So we'll see if they're able to attack him either with Carr or Karl Malone.
Kukoc goes out as Longley checks back in. Tied again at 60. Malone left block, where he likes it best, against Rodman. When the double comes, he dishes it out to Carr. Now it's Hornacek. 3 seconds to shoot. Now they're going to have to force it. Hornacek off the back rim. Carr on the board. But there's a loose ball foul on Antoine Carr. It's his second.
You see how Utah is using so much of the shot clock now? That's not what they did in the first half, Bob. They got their shots up earlier in the clock. Now the Bulls have been working against that shot clock. They're not getting good looks. And they're going to have to speed up the tempo of their offense now.
Jordan on the move against Morris. Double pumps. Misses the scoop. Malone will clear it. Inside 2 minutes to play in the period. Antoine Carr missed it.
I think the one guy that needs to get involved for Chicago right now is Luke.
Howard Isley, after a miserable Game 5 with no points and 5 turnovers today, has been big. He's helped
Big
Brett
body.
Stockton. You see the kick down to Antoine Carr in
Steve
the
Kerr
dunk.
got body.
And in the last possession of the quarter, makes a pass, and Adam Keefe makes a terrific catch on behind him and finishes. Today, Isley has 1 point and 3 assists, no turnovers. He's given him good numbers off the bench, and Karl Malone likes the fact that he's watching, and his team is increasing the lead.
As we start the fourth quarter, Michael Jordan has scored 29 points. He's 10 of 24. At one time, he was 9 of 15. That means he's just one of his last 9.
Yeah, but the stat nerds be like, he's not playing good. And he'd kill him. Watch the games, ladies and gentlemen. Stop looking at the stat sheet.
After playing 45 of 48 on Friday night. Remember, in the fourth quarter Friday, he was just 1 of 7 from the floor. You have to believe fatigue is an important factor now.
I think what Michael
Hell, you gotta
Jordan
do damn near
is
everything.
rest on defense and try to conserve his energy for offense.
Here he is on offense. And he'll be coming to the foul line just as the fourth quarter starts. But even those poundings take something out of him, right, as he goes to the basket.
Now, those are the things that take the most energy out of you. And the reason why, because if you can imagine yourself, if you had to wrestle with an individual for 2 minutes, that's very tiresome. However, when you're running up and down the court, that's an aerobic exercise. That doesn't take a lot out of you. So him going to the basket, taking that pounding, that takes a lot more out of you.
And also, right now is normally the time that Michael Jordan rests. He tries to rest the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter without Pippen. He's not going to get that rest. So we'll see what that
Hey,
does
they
as
give
the
him a
game
lot of
wears
rest
on.
because they keep
Jordan
stopping
is
the
one
game.
individual that I've seen in this game since I played.
Keep going to the free
that
throw
can
line.
carry
That's
his
rest
team
right
in the
there.
fourth quarter, even when he's fatigued.
He's already played more games and more minutes than at any time in his career. Isley.
He getting bodied.
Tell me confidence isn't an unbelievable
Hey,
thing.
look. Steve Kerr getting bodied. Hell, I have confidence too. Steve Kerr was guarding me. Look at this.
Even when he's fatigued.
Steve Kerr out there
He's
getting
already
his
played
ass
more
bodied,
games and
bro.
more minutes than at any time
Body.
in his career. Isley. Big hook for Utah.
Tell me confidence isn't an unbelievable thing.
Oh,
This is the
bro.
same kid we watched in Game 5 who didn't even want to dribble a basketball. Today he's making some big plays for his team.
Jordan against Anderson.
Right. Cash.
He's still Michael Jordan.
He's still Michael Jordan. Look at this. Check out this move, bro. Gets to a spot. He understands,
Jordan
guys.
against
Gets to
Anderson.
a spot. Rises up.
He's
Cash.
still Michael Jordan. Whatever he has lost, through fatigue, through age, through whatever, has only brought him somewhat back to the field. He still leads the field. Morris out of the corner. Rodman with board position on Antoine Carr. Chris Morris has had a lot of open looks at threes like that in this series. Usually he's pretty good with them. In this series, he hasn't been able to hit them.
I don't know why he helping
Rodman
on Kerr.
drills a 20-footer and gives it that go figure.
Look, check this out.
Been able to hit them.
I don't know why is Antoine Carr helping on Kerr.
Rodman
To me, I don't know. I want to help him in that
and gives it
situation.
that go
If
figure.
he gets it, he gets it.
Remember, in Game 2 in here, he hit that same shot to tie the game. This one brings him within one.
Rodman with a rare mid-range.
Isley
Good
returns
pass.
it to Keith on the screen roll, and he blows the dunk.
He said he pushed forward.
He argues that he was fouled, but he should have finished it anyways.
Yeah.
Now Keith heads to the bench, and Malone comes back. Chicago can take the lead.
So now Malone has to guard Kukoc now in the perimeter. Watch that matchup.
Mike. Ooh.
Between the legs and the jumper.
Rick.
Off target, rebound Morris. Malone hands it back to Morris.
Oh, good move.
Reverse on the reverse. Timeout, Chicago.
Y'all ready for this?
Energy on offense. The goal, drive hard.
Beautiful
to the left,
shot.
and shoot the fadeaway James. And then Rodman, go figure, right?
Michael Jordan going
Line up
to work.
straight in, shoot you right in, and even he's surprised. You watch Chris Morris moving without the basketball, Malone with the beautiful feed, Morris with the reverse layup off the glass. Beautiful basketball by Utah.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center. Now the strategy on Scottie Pippen, they had him in the back, they were putting ice on his back and a left field stimulation for pain relief, and they were trying to buy their time up until the 10-minute mark to bring him back out and see if he can play the last 10 minutes of the game. As you can see, he's back, he's on the floor, the see how it goes. Bob?
Ahmad thanks. Michael Jordan.
You gotta sit Michael down at least for like
the second half.
3 minutes.
You'd have to
God,
guess it
dog.
will be brief.
Utah right now has got to force Phil Jackson's hand. They got to stop him and they've got to get some scores to make him come back and not get his normal rest.
Maybe Kukoc be aggressive.
And misses the bank.
Damn.
Bushman chases it down.
Get back to him.
Shot clock. I didn't see that ball hit the rim.
Kukoc out of the corner. That was short. And Malone grabs the rebound. And he asked for a 20-second
I wouldn't even do
timeout
that.
because he was in danger of toppling out of bounds.
I think what you're going to see
You
right now
rest
in
him.
Chicago is Tony Kukoc just going to try to put the pressure
I would've kept playing,
on
bro.
Karl Malone. I
Rest
said he's
him.
an all-time, he's a first-team defensive player, but he's used to playing around the basket. Kukoc can beat him with his speed, and let's see if he tries to break him down out on the perimeter.
The dangerous player and the X factor for Chicago on the floor right now is Jud Butler. Keep your eye on him because he'll come up with the hustle plays and the energy plays to keep Chicago involved.
Stockton now is back into the game after that 20-second timeout, so he too has had back problems. He's back in now for the finish.
Until he has exploded in the last couple of games, all the talk about Karl Malone concerned his scoring, but he has always been a terrific all-round player. Tonight, more evidence. 25 points, yes, but 10 rebounds and 6 assists.
Damn.
And we still have
Ain't that
9:16
something?
remaining. Stockton on the dribble against Kerr, trying to find Malone, but they
Damn.
get a hand on it, and Rodman grabs it.
Fan man as hell.
Kukoc, a 3 would tie it. 4 seconds to shoot. Stockton knocked away from Kerr. Malone tumbles. Should be a 24-second
Dang.
violation since no one had established clear possession of that loose ball, and that is what's called.
How about Karl Malone go for this loose ball? Now, John Stockton normally will come up with this ball. You can see he can't bend over with that back. but
Yeah,
Karl
his
Malone
back
with a
killing
great
him.
hustle play,
Them niggas
and
back
gives his
killing
team
him,
that
bro.
opportunity now for the loose ball and the 24-second shot clock violation.
Hey, you can see Stockton wanted to. Like, you can see the want to,
Violation since no
but he
one had
couldn't. Look at this
established clear
shit.
possession of that loose ball, and that is what's called.
Yo,
How about Karl Malone go for this
look at
loose ball? Now,
Stockton.
John Stockton normally
He
will come up
wanted
with
to.
this ball.
He wanted to bad as hell. He's like, nah, I can't do that. I'll miss the whole game if I go finish.
You can see he can't bend over with that back, but Karl Malone with a great hustle play that gives his team that opportunity now for the loose ball and the 24-second shot clock violation.
Michael is at the scorer's table. He's coming back. The next time play stops.
Remember now, I like to go to Anderson and
Niggas
post
with
on
bad
the
backs all over the place.
Carr from 20 feet.
Great.
It spins out and Rodman is there. Brian Russell comes off Jerry Sloan's bench. As soon as he saw that Jordan was about to come back in, he calls on Russell, who probably will guard it. Kukoc to tie it.
Cash money. That's what he do.
There was a great
Clutch
screen by
Kukoc.
Steve Kerr to open up Tony Kukoc, sacrifice his body, took on the bigger Malone, so Kukoc can nail the 3.
15 for Tony.
We're going right back to Carl.
Utah's got to get some movement.
Morris to a cutting Anderson, who was bumped the basket.
Oh.
And out it does.
That's tough right there.
Bob, you can see now, Karl Malone has a tough time on the perimeter. He doesn't
Pick,
like to
good
play out
pick.
there, so he gets bumped and he just tries to run through the screen.
Steve Kerr getting
Kukoc gets the
destroyed.
bare 3 and knocks it down.
Hey, shout out to Steve Kerr for taking this punishment. He getting destroyed. Look at this
Karl
shit.
Malone has a tough time on
Karl Malone just completely runs through and then disrespects Steve Kerr. Look at
the
this shit.
perimeter. He doesn't like to play
Boom,
out there, so
look,
he
look,
gets bumped
look at
and he
Steve
just
Kerr.
tries to run through the
He
screen.
need him and
Kukoc
everything.
gets the bare 3 and knocks it down. And
Oh,
the good move
man.
here, you got to get a slash and a cut to get to the basket. Too much standing around for Utah. An opportunity now for the 3-point play which they get.
The foul on Kerr was his third. Jordan back in. Takes the pass from Pippen.
Surveying the floor.
Russell's on him. He gets by him. Now Carr comes over and commits the foul.
Good hard foul.
You see, they're so conscious of Michael Jordan coming off the screen. He gave Russell the fake.
Good fake.
Then he came baseline, and watch as he braces himself to absorb
That
the
tongue was out. He was about to do
Know
some
that
crazy.
he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. Watch Jordan at the end of this game, the last 7 minutes, attacking the basket, trying to get to the foul line.
See, Michael is too good at finishing, though. You can't give him that baseline drive because he's going to get fouled. I said, you got to push it back to the middle where you can help.
Jordan is now 7 of 10 at the line. Carr out, Harper in. We're told that the brief stoppage was because of a sign one of the fans was holding, and it had some offensive language on it.
Damn.
So they had it removed.
I wonder what the sign said.
Dennis Rodman, we're told, was the only player to protest its removal.
Damn, that sign must have been pretty bad.
Hornacek guarded by Jordan.
If Rodman saying something about it.
Malone over Dennis.
Great.
Rebound.
Good rebound, Scotty.
Hornacek slapping at it. Scotty just hobbling around. The foul is on Antoine Carr, and that's his fourth.
Utah's gotten very stagnant here right now, Isaiah. They've really bogged down and really started in the third quarter. The free throw line kept them in it. But right now, they're really struggling scoring.
Some strong side.
This is where Chicago's defense has been dominant against Utah in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, ain't no space. Jordan,
with the
right
jumper.
Cash.
And with 37 points, as Utah falls
Good
behind
mid-range.
now for the first time since midway through the second quarter.
See, he's headed for 40. I would start double teaming Jordan every time he touched it.
Brian Russell went down, and there's a foul on Kukoc.
Now, you talk about wanting to bring Jordan to the middle, but his game is so complete. And when you bring him to the middle, he's able to come right to that right hand, square up, and shoot it
Yeah,
right.
Hornacek ain't gonna joke
line.
with that. Jordan was already in
In
the air.
Chicago,
He was out of
you're
there.
watching the NBA on NBC.
Welcome back to the Delta Center. I'm Jim Gray. Jerry Sloan during this timeout told his team we can't keep playing this stagnant offense and walking the ball up the court. We need some cutters. He wants to push the ball, try and get some fast break opportunities off the rebounds. Wants them to set some picks and run off the picks, create some movement in the offense. Bob?
Jim, thanks. A look at the numbers for Jordan and Malone.
I gotta skip over this music, y'all. Sorry.
Outletting where they can run.
They try and get me for that
With
shit.
Harper on him. Antoine Carr. Malone.
Oh man, coughed it up.
It's Pippen wincing as he comes up with the
Choking.
ball.
Jordan with the
Over
face up.
Hornacek. Short. A whistle underneath from Danny Crawford. Stay right here. Loose ball foul on Utah.
Malone's catching the ball in the post. He's getting double and triple team right now. He's got to be a passer out of this post. You see Pippen there knock the ball away from him. But if there's
Damn,
3 guys
Pippen.
on him and you space the floor, somebody's got to
Pippen
be
hurt.
hurt.
And that's what Chicago is saying right now. We're not going to let Karl Malone beat us. Someone else is going to have to step up and beat us tonight.
Pippen, who can barely move, throws it in. In almost any other situation, he couldn't possibly be playing. Regular
Jordan
season, never.
one-on-one.
Even earlier in the playoffs, he probably
They ain't double teaming it?
Jordan again. And Stockton pulls it down.
To me, it's crazy that they didn't throw a double team at him.
That's where they got to push it. Get something quickly.
Good pass.
Underneath to Carl. And he was fouled.
Perfect pass.
There's a nice feed by John Stockton, pushing it up the court, catching Malone early in the offense, right underneath the the basket. Malone did a great job of sealing and drawing the foul.
4 on Rodman.
Michael's upset with himself right now. He's missed 2 jump shots that would have given his team a 3-point lead. He's really upset about that because both of them were very makeable shots that Michael normally makes.
And Russell has done a good job guarding Michael Jordan, forcing him to shoot jump shots and not really allowing him to get to the basket.
Malone busting loose with the huge game on
Man, Mike's
Friday
been
night.
killing Russell.
He
I
had
don't know what
20
you're talking
in the
about.
first half. He's at 26 now after the free throw. Jordan leads all scorers with 37. He's 13 of 30 from the floor. Utah back in front by 1.
Steve Kerr now in for Chicago. Remember, he spaces the floor and gets them another shooter if they do start running at Michael and scrambling their defense.
Go back to Mike. Mid-range. It's okay.
Russell takes it down. Stockton has it on daylight.
Cash.
Utah has a 3-point lead.
Transition basketball again. A little screen.
I think Stockton waited a little too long
Jump shot.
to look for a shot.
Kukoc. Kerr. Pippen in
Good
the
move by
lane.
Pip. Good
Connects on
shot.
the turnaround, playing through clenched teeth.
Good shot.
Malone.
Damn.
Rodman wins the rebound battle.
That's a bad foul on Malone now because that's the 15th foul. Rodman will shoot 2 free throws, but Stockton pushing the ball up the floor. You see the screen right there by Antoine Carr, and Scottie Pippen cannot help out.
That's a good screen.
And then Scottie Pippen with a quick post up in the lane, and the gutty effort by Scottie Pippen here. You can see as he catches the ball, it's so difficult, but he's got those long arms and can still score over Hornacek.
And they've been working that mismatch as much as they could.
The foul on Malone a moment ago was only his second. Rodman to the line. Remember, he made 4 clutch free throws in game 4.
Damn.
This one's long. Over the year, he's a 55% free throw shooter.
He shot that ball as he shot it, he sort of walked away from it. You got to stay with that shot.
They didn't even take a look at the basket. He has to get set.
He knew that
take a
shit
look
was
at it
going.
and knock it down.
He knew he was bullshitting. That's why he ain't
He
look.
hits this, he can tie it.
Good shot.
Stockton glancing at the clock as he comes across. 4.5 minutes for Utah to end its season or prolong it. Stockton, 5 seconds to shoot.
You gotta shoot that.
It's Hornacek. Malone. They'll bring it back out.
Move it, move it, move it. Good
It's
pass.
over by Carl.
Good shot.
Utah back in front.
Great patience, offensive rebound, kick it out, and Hornacek got it right back to it.
Malone has 29.
Gotta get it up, get it up.
Harper's not the guy they want to have do it, but he has to.
Hart drains
He
it.
beats the shot clock and cans a huge
Drains it.
shot.
That's huge right there.
Let Scottie Pippen rest. I'm gonna go at him right now.
That is not a good sign for Utah. When people start hitting shit like that,
over him inside.
trying to go right back to him. They abusing this Karl Malone miss, man.
Russell. Driving against Rodman. Contact and a foul.
That Karl Malone matchup,
Kukoc was
they
also
abusing
there,
that shit.
and they call it on Kukoc's third.
Now you watch Harper as he takes this shot. Does he get it off in time?
Ooh, no. That shouldn't have counted.
No, that's tough.
Nah, you know
Well,
that
you know
that
what?
shit.
If they miss that
Yeah,
ball,
man.
it's a 5-point swing.
And this motherfucker looked at it and said, I don't know, nigga, you knew that shit was in his hands.
tough call.
Well, you know what? If they miss that call, it's a 5-point swing in missed calls on shot clock situations. They took a Howard Isley free away wrongly in the first half. This one
It was a great shot.
closer, but it appeared that Harper may have been just a fraction of a second behind the shot clock. Harper's basket counted. This one by Isley, which should have counted.
That
did
should have
not.
counted. That
See,
one
I
should
think
have
this
counted.
screen
The
was
other
good,
one
and
should
the
have.
last shot that Harper took,
If we being
I think
fair.
that was a shot clock violation.
Russell steps to the line and knocks them both down. Stockton on Harper.
Mike.
Out to MJ for three.
Brick.
It's short. Hornacek picking it ahead to Russell.
Bad pass.
With whatever gas is left in his tank, gets back to pick it
Bad
off.
pass.
Rodman. Offensive foul on Dennis.
I don't know about that.
And that's 5.
I don't know about that shit. Let me look at that again.
Rodman.
Yeah, he was there.
Offensive foul
He was
on
there.
Dennis. And that's
He was there. You can't really.
What you're talking about. Jumping out off that screen and make Michael Jordan be a passer. Throw it to Rodman who can't finish.
That was an offensive foul.
And you saw Jordan right there complaining, saying, Rodman needs to have a chance to come down. I thought it was a questionable call. When you look at this play, watch Jordan.
Let's look at it again.
He's double teamed, and as an offensive player,
Yeah.
establish position and come down. The tough call right there.
You know what? I think the commentator might be right, man. Cause he didn't get a chance to come down. I thought he already planted his foot. Yeah. That's close. That's close right there.
Oh no, says Michael.
Yeah, Mike's like, yo, he can't land.
The Jazz by a basket.
Yeah.
More remember
Yeah, allow
last
him
year
to
in
land.
Game 4, Stockton to Malone, they won the game. The long pass over the fingertips of Michael Jordan. Stockton with a great pass. Michael just misses it, and Malone gets the layup going to seal the win. Well, moments ago, we're going to see the same thing here. A chance to go up 4. Hornacek throws the pass, and Michael Jordan, with every ounce of
This is
energy
a
that he
bad
has,
pass.
goes up and gets the steal.
Good effort by Mike though.
He misses the shot.
That was a bad pass. That was a gamble.
Had this gone through, it would have been a 4-point lead for the Jazz. Michael gets back and makes the great steal.
Jordan has 37 points on 13 of 32. 2 of 7 in the fourth. He is 3 of 14 in his last 2 fourth quarters.
Why they hate?
Even Superman apparently gets tired. Malone, lots of room. Got it.
Damn.
That's their pet play. Malone goes over like he's going to the post and screams for Stockton, and he rolls out and hits a huge jump shot.
Mike, one-on-one.
Jordan spinning. Double team.
Give it up, give it back.
Gets it right back from Pippen.
Shot clock winding down. Good jab step.
Double pump, knocked away by Carr, and a foul.
Isaiah, normally on this play, Malone goes to the post. This time he goes and screens so Stockton can get to the middle
This
of
is
the floor.
basketball
A mix-up,
right here,
they
y'all.
trap, no one rotates, and Malone buries the shot. Now on this defensive possession, Hornacek, I thought, should have run at Michael Jordan and
I love
really pass the ball
basketball.
back to Scottie Pippen.
You got to take the ball out of Jordan's hands right now and make Harper.
I just don't know why they keep letting them catch it and go one-on-one.
Jordan's 9 of 12 now at the stripe.
Now you look at the job that Russell is doing against
Russell got
Jordan.
26 in the
Keeping him
damn,
out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
He hits them both, making it a 2-point game with exactly 2 minutes to play.
Harper's all over John Stockton. He got free. Missed. You gotta hit those, man.
Tried to throw it off Rodman's leg as he was walking a tightrope and couldn't do it. Chicago back looking to tie.
Mike's going for it.
Michael.
Short.
Rebound Stockton. The jumpers come up short when fatigue is a factor. It's true of anyone, even the best of them.
Oh.
The guy thought it knocked it loose, but Chicago touched it last. Phil Jackson fouled with that call. A minute 14 remaining.
126 on this play, wrapping off a triple screen.
I'd be like, sit your tall ass down,
Stockton
Phil.
for three.
Stockton breaking all over the place. I only seen Stockton make
Instead,
one
they can
shot.
tie it. They take the lead.
Maybe that's just me.
Jordan.
Damn.
And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line. It's Stockton's fourth.
You watch Jordan fake like he's coming to the middle again. Russell gives him the
Tongue out.
baseline. Stockton comes over a little too late. Called the blocking foul on Stockton. Jordan again at the free throw line.
20-second timeout.
Chicago takes a 20-second timeout.
Now you watch Jordan in the fourth quarter trying to get to the basket against Anderson. Pulls up and takes the jump shot. Again, they're keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to get it to the post. Coming to the foul line for his patented free throw line, Jay. But again, Russell keeping him out of the post.
Man, that's
Pulls
team
up, shoots to
defense.
the
That ain't
blue
Russell.
short. This is a big
Russell's doing a good
20-second
job,
timeout for
but
Chicago because it allows Jordan to get some rest before he goes to the free throw line to try to knock down two.
At the line, he's 10 of 13. From the floor, he's 13 of 33.
Well, in this fourth quarter, Michael is only 2 away from the fourth quarter, but what he's done is he's been able to get to the free throw line. He's 6 of 6. So he's shooting his 7th and 8th free throws of the quarter. They've got to find a way to be able to guard him without fouling him here.
He cuts it to 1. Phil Jackson has told the Bulls.
I'm gonna tell you
in the
why
last
this is a
couple of
good
timeouts,
game by
let's try
Michael
to
Jordan.
take it to the rack.
In my opinion, this is a great game by Michael Jordan because he's being aggressive, right? Scotty's injured. Your second best player is injured, right? The offense has to come from you, and you're keeping the defense honest, which frees up the other players, right? Because they all feed off you. And I think he's playing a great game. That's just me. You know, even though he started missing a little bit more, he came out guns blazing.
Go to the basket. Not look for the perimeter shot.
He does need to start getting to the basket more,
Jordan ties it.
but they've been
Maybe
fouling
the
him every
20-second
time he
timeout
tries to make
was,
a move.
as much as anything, just to give him a breather to gather himself for the crucial free throws. 50 seconds. Malone. Cross-court stop.
Gotta hit that.
A three. It's good.
Cash. Needed that. They needed that.
Now, Ron Harper is guarding Stockton, who cuts through. Pippen is going to double team. So watch what happens now. Stockton's going to circle through.
Harper
And
fell
Antoine
asleep.
Carr dives down, so Harper has to play him. Now
fell
with the
asleep.
skip out pass, Stockton hits the three. What a huge shot to put his team up 3. Look how close his foot was to the line here. A 3 by inches.
Good shot.
And that's what Karl Malone had to do. He had to find the open man. Harper runs at him. And normally it's Stockton and Malone. This time it was Malone to Stockton.
10 points for Stockton. At age 36, He's played more NBA playoff games than anyone in history without winning a title.
Now the Bulls would like to get 2 for 1 possession here. Try to get a quick score, get to the free throw line to give them 2 opportunities to one.
All right, here we go. It's money time.
Pippen into
It's
Jordan.
money time, fellas.
Michael working on
Jordan,
Russell.
quick move.
Brings them to within 1.
And that's what you got to do.
They scored within 4 seconds.
So keep in mind, right, this whole time, Jordan couldn't get to the basket, right? Either he was getting fouled or he was just missing the open or contested shot, right, from the outside, whether it was from the mid-range or three-pointer, right? That time, Jordan just put his head down, saw a crack in the defense and got to the rack, right? So even though he couldn't get to the rack this whole time, he finally broke through in the clutch. This is what makes Jordan Jordan.
So that's how quickly that changes now. Now it puts the pressure on the Jazz to score once again.
Jordan with 43.
Give me that shit.
Almost double. They slide and stick.
This is IQ. This play right here,
Yeah.
check this out.
43.
Jordan is watching the action, right? He's watching the action. He knows what they're gonna do. They've been doing the same shit the whole game. It's very predictable. You know, Rodman's trying to fight off Karl Malone as much as possible, but Jordan, instead of sitting back and watching, Jordan has active hands. Watch this. Give me that shit. Ain't gonna do that shit again this time. Ain't gonna do.
Chicago.
Ain't gonna do this shit this time.
17 seconds.
So Jordan about to take this from him.
From game 7 or from championship number 6.
Jordan.
Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead.
And he took the shit from him. This is cold-blooded.
From game
This is
7
cold-blooded.
or from championship number
This
6.
is cold-blooded. They say it's a push-off, but he barely touched him.
Chicago with the lead.
That's cold-blooded. Mid-range.
Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running.
One more time. See, this is the hardest shot in basketball right here.
Game 7.
That he hit so smoothly.
Championship number 6.
Hardest shot in basketball. On the goal,
Open.
cash.
Chicago with the lead.
And he let his momentum guide him out the way.
5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
At the end of the game, you gotta get it out of his hands.
They wouldn't double team him. I don't know
Beat
why.
you so many times. You watch Jordan play, Doug, and you know that at the end of the game, he's a killer.
They keep letting him go
This is
one-on-one. That's
what
one-on-one.
hurt Isaiah, because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds. And what happened was Michael doubled back. You're going to see he's
Look at
in the
this.
play. Look where Hornacek is setting the screen. Michael never clears. So Malone
Give me
doesn't
that
see
shit.
him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now. As he gets
And then look,
by Russell,
no double
with a
team.
quick
Left
crossover,
Russell out there to
Russell
die.
Slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
If he dies, he dies.
That may have been. Who knows what will unfold in the next several months. But that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's
If he
left hand
dies,
here as he
he
gives
dies.
Russell the push.
Yeah, he's out of
The
here.
referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a
Elevate.
clean look.
Cash
The greatest
money.
thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it?
I don't think you can put it into words, Bob. I mean, what he's done here in this 4th period, you see the 16 points, he got about a minute's rest and had to come back in. And Scottie Pippen has played a gutty game today, but still plenty of time here for Utah to try to score.
So that's what Jordan is so smart at with his brains. He rested on defense so he
Yep.
would have enough energy down the stretch to perform.
All right, 5.2 seconds. Utah down 1. Coach?
Well, you've got to do one of 2 things. You've either got to get the ball to a guy where you can attack the basket. Utah loves to run a play up to the top where they wrap a guy.
That right
in the
there is
corner and then
heartbreaking,
get down
man.
and
You
get
see
to
some
the
shit
top.
like that?
You don't alone get to
You know it's meant to be. This is heartbreaking.
Stockton and Hornacek have made key shots their entire
I don't think Jazz fans ever got over this shit.
career.
This is heartbreaking. This is like their only opportunity to ever win a championship.
Antoine Carr.
Is going against
and
Michael
Brian
Jordan.
Russell. If they score, there's a game 7.
No dice.
If they don't,
They
for the
thought they
second
was
straight
home
year,
free.
They go out in 6.
They fumbled the bag for real,
Harper's
though.
on it. Behind the screen. Harper got a piece of it.
Ooh, that was close.
The Chicago Bulls.
But see, they didn't have enough actions, right? Like, they kept doing the same shit. Like, so Mike adjusted and punished them, bro. Six of them things. 6 of them things. 6, bro. Hey, Mike hype as hell. 6 of them things,
By
man.
this narrow margin, speaking of the Utah Jazz, there are so many things to look back on. But the Howard Isley 3 that was taken away in the first half will eat at them all
Let's bring back so many memories, man. I watched this game as a kid, man. Growing up.
Jackson and Jordan.
It's been a minute since I watched it. A magnificent game, man.
Chicago 87. Utah 86.
Utah fumbled the
Jerry
bag.
Sloan
Mike
showing
picked up the bag.
class, trying to shake hands with each and every member of the Chicago Bulls who won 2 out of 3 heat.
So anyways, y'all, this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this with me. Shout out to the Behind the Bench Sports Network. Subscribe to their page. Big Dog Talk Sports, who is Hendo. The usual suspects, J. Cool, DFJ. Subscribe to these guys, man. Kwame Brown, Bust Life. And I'll holla. Peace.
50 years, 50 niggas. Keep it G-Unit, got that 50 with us. Smith & Wesson, that's 50-50, this for the city. 50 triggers, notorious, respect the biggie. Raps alumni, cats run by when the rapid gunfire. Raps tell lies, rappers cap till someone dies. Someone cries, someone's son won't see the sunrise. Hip-hop, a half a century. Half man, half amazing, I'm a different breed. Conduct a symphony, fuck niggas, no sympathy. I ain't come to take shots, homie, I'm emptying. Laundromat flow, wash them up, rinsing them. Guard rap, Mortal Kombat, finish them. Yeah, my epiphany. I gave you my all, now wait
they
for
must have
infinity.
thought I was joking when I said I leave the mic broken. Wires on fire and the booth smoking. These balls hitting like they hollow tips. That's cause the pen writing like it gotta switch. Word, anything moving is getting hit. Oh, you quiet now, but you was talking slick. Do I sound mad or speaking with aggression? They like, yo, is that text from Smith & Wesson? I got these young and old cats turning heads. Like gold shit, you heard what he just said. It's 3 decades of the real. Since recording the real, from real to real. Y'all slept on my delivery and conditioning. Put in more road work than tires that's for Michelin. It's disgusting. Y'all so ungrateful. When at my dinner table, always made a place for you. But I get it, you tryna get some motion. You just a stream that can't flow with the ocean. Cause these waters are uncharted. My niggas cold-hearted, fuck up shit like they retarded.
50 years, 50 niggas. Keep it G-Unit, got that 50 with us. Smith & Wesson, that's 50-50, this for the city. 50 triggers, notorious, respect the biggie. 50 years, 50 niggas. Smith & Wesson, that's 50-50, this for the city. Smith & Wesson, that's 50-50, this for the city. 50 triggers, notorious, respect the biggie.